Scott Jones here for QBC TV2 along with Dr. Mike Cassell, and I tell you what, I came over here, I was excited to see quality dental care because I've driven by here a few times and I've been meaning to stop in. But can I call you Dr. Mike? I know a lot of people do.
Absolutely, yeah. Most patients do, yeah.
Terrific. Dr. Mike, when I came in here, I was absolutely blown away by this facility. It's so inviting and it's so comfortable.
Thanks.
Tell us a little bit about quality dental care. It's not just a dentist office.
No, actually, when I first started in practice, I was on my own. And my dream, if you will, was always to have a multidisciplinary practice, meaning we have specialists that are able to handle things like orthodontics or implants and things of that nature, which many patients have to go to other offices for. So by having it all in one facility, it enabled us to treat our patients almost from a team approach.
Dr. Mike, sounds great. You got a lot of things going on here. And speaking of going on here, here is where we are. We're at Quality Dental Care. We're at the Vineland location, which is at the Main Tree Shopping Plaza, right on Main Road. You also have a place in Bridgeton. Correct,
yeah, in Upper Deerfield, right across from the Walmart on 77.
Okay, so actually two very easy locations to get to, no matter where. If you're listening to the show or watching the show, just minutes from anywhere, so real easy to get to. But again, let's talk again about all the things that you do here, because one of the problems, and you did mention it briefly, and I think this is very important, is that, well, I have a family, and of course everybody has a family of some sort that, you know, whenever we all need something done, I've got my child, my teen, my mother, my wife, we all end up going 7, 8 different directions, and this place is designed to cover everybody from the beginning to end, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Like I said, I mentioned my dream was to have something like that, to be able to take someone, an infant, and see the pediatric specialist all the way through adolescence, whether they need braces with an orthodontist, or whether mom and dad need a crown or a root canal, hopefully not, but or whether, you know, grandparents may need a bridge or an implant or something along those lines. We can handle everything here, and people don't have to go to 3 different locations to see specialists and things like that. And
believe me, there's very good services out there for dental care, but again, to have it all under one roof. Now, first of all, the convenience is incredible. But secondly, your whole family gets to know one staff, and that's important to you, is having that comfortability with your clients.
Very much, yes. Actually, all the staff members here have a connection or are local, born and raised, myself included. And you know, we treat our family members, we treat our high school graduating classes, we treat people at church and from wherever. So we're really part of the community here, which I think is another positive attribute to the practice.
Absolutely positive, and I know you did your research on that. I know people are more concerned sometimes with the not only the quality, but how they're treated and the comfort.
Yep.
And you make sure you take care of that. But of course, you also have the ability to keep some of the costs down too, because you can consolidate services right here under one roof.
Yeah, that's true, because you know, we're under one, you know, like you said, one roof, and we have all the specialists here. We can multitask with the staff. You know, if we, for instance, have an assistant, she can be an orthodontic assistant, an endodontic assistant, a general dentist assistant, and we don't have to hire those specialty items. And it's cost containment, which is nice for the patient.
Now, when we talk about that, and you know, we don't want to bring up a whole lot of, you know, I'd want people to come in and talk to you, come in and see and take a tour of the facilities.
Absolutely,
we're going to talk more about that in a minute. But just an example is that normally to go somewhere and get some orthodontics done, certainly 45, 55 is about the range that you're going to be in, maybe even a little bit more sometimes.
Yeah, it's true.
Orthodontic work here, much more affordable.
Yeah, we've been able to keep our costs at around 3, which is I'm very proud of that, actually, because if you look at the price structure of orthodontics, I mean, we're going back to probably 1980, in the 80s prices.
Right, 80s prices, but of course with today's technology.
Absolutely.
Okay, we don't have a lot, wish we had more time, but we want to cover a few more things. Is first of all, technology, you're up to date on everything, and you make sure your staff is up to date on everything.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, through modern training, whether it's continuing education, and if people aren't familiar with that, you know, dentists are required to take a certain amount of education every year. We far exceed that yearly here with all of the hygienists and doctors that are here, and also the diverse background that they come from: Columbia, Harvard, University of Penn, myself, Maryland. Also very important, because we bring different concepts and techniques and learn off each other, which is very important.
That's great. And of course you do, again, consider the patient's needs. You make sure that their experience is not only comfortable and everything else, but you ensure that it's fast and that you value their time as much as you appreciate them valuing yours.
Absolutely, very much so, yeah. We, the reception area, or we don't even call it a waiting room here, you know?
Oh, okay.
Because we don't like people to wait.
There.
So.
But you know what? If you are out there, games for the kids, very comfortable atmosphere,
Yep.
and that brings me to one last point. I want to invite everybody, and this is very interesting. You may have never heard of this before, but Dr. Mike, you invite people to come out on tours of the facility.
Yeah, we're proud of what we do here. We're proud of the facility as well. And it's something we started a few years back, that we started taking everyone who comes in the door for a tour, and that includes the mailman.
Really?
Yeah, everybody gets a tour. Yeah, because we're proud of what we do, and I think it helps to sort of demystify dentistry to some degree. There's a lot of apprehensions and misconceptions about dentistry, and by them coming and taking a tour, I think it helps them to get over some of the fears they may have, and actually see what we're all about at the same time.
Well, we certainly want to encourage people to come in and do that. Certainly they can go to your website, which is quality-dentalcare.com, and there's more information about your services there. But really, just come on into Quality Dental Care. Meet Dr. Mike and the entire staff. They're looking forward to meeting with you. And remember that you don't have to run all over the town, that you can consolidate your services and make your experience that much better. Get to know the staff, get to know Dr. Mike right here, Quality Dental Care.